The aim of the NCUB is to sponsor collaboration between universities and business so we can get the competitive advantages in priority sectors.
Something we're good at already, but we need to be better.
And it's important that we get compatibility between the businesses and the universities. But ultimately what we want is more of it.
So the idea of the NCUB might be to provide that route map, to provide case studies, to make connections.
I think it's the first time we'll really put industry and commercial collaboration with higher education together in one place.
University business collaboration is absolutely central to the future economic prosperity of this country. We live in a highly competitive global economy. And what are the natural resources of this country? Well, the natural resources are the inventiveness, the innovation, the creativity, the intellectual strength of its population. Every country in the world is recognising that now. Countries are investing in higher education to strengthen their intellectual capabilities. And in knowledge-based economies, universities are at the very heart of that success. In the last 10 years, especially since Sir Richard Lambert's review, there's been an enormous growth in the collaboration between universities and business. And my review attempted to summarise some of the successes from that growth. But there are some areas that still need to be accelerated. Many government agencies at the moment look at particular domains of activity. If we look at research exploitation, for example, there's some excellent knowledge, some really strong agencies working in that field. But that's an important, but nevertheless not a comprehensive view of the landscape. We need to have a body that not only records the collaboration, not only is a repository for good practice, but actually acts as a brokerage, acts as an entity which looks at gaps in this activity, looks where universities and businesses can work in new areas together.
I would see the new centre, firstly, mapping the relationships that are out there at the moment, so we have a good understanding of what currently exists, and then identifying where the gaps are. I think then probably looking at some key sectors where we see some sector skills that are absent that we want to develop as an economy and as a nation. Then I think there is a very important piece around research and basically turning inventiveness into innovation. And I think there is also a piece around making the connection more sustainable so that universities are a place that actually businesses use for retraining and upskilling, which I think is something that's sort of missing at the moment.
Effective supply chains require both parties to continuously relate to each other, continuously communicate, ensure that they're working in harmony for optimum supply. There's no better way to ensure collaboration than to put these organisations together in a consistent, coherent and sustained way. And that's what the National Centre is all about.
To do it better, I think we each have to have an understanding of what each partner can offer. So the universities obviously have the kind of intellectual capacity, they have the inventiveness, and of course they're producing graduates. But we can learn as much, I think, from businesses as they can from us in terms of the way we run our universities more efficiently and more effectively in a business-like way.
I think I want the new centre to be the hub. It's not going to try and replace activities that others are doing well, but it's going to be the first port of call for universities and business who want to know how to improve and make these relationships more dynamic.
I think we all want the new centre to ensure that we maximise the contribution that our extraordinary universities can make with our extraordinary businesses in terms of economic growth and the well-being of the country.
If we do it properly, we will be world leaders in university business collaboration.